Okay, so really quickly, I want to touch on two things. Put them both in the same video. The first thing is unrequited love. Unrequited love is when you love someone and they don't love you. Okay, so quite frequently you'll hear me say things like, in the videos, I'll say the love of my life. I always say that, but you never hear me say that this person has loved me back. I've never felt love. I felt understanding. I felt acceptance. But I've never felt love from this person. But that doesn't change the fact that they are still the love of my life. I still have loved them in a way in which I've never loved another person. I love them wholeheartedly and unapologetically the entire time of knowing this person. However, this person has never given me that love back, and that's what makes it unrequited, meaning it's one-sided. So they love the way I love them. They have reaped the benefits of me loving them, but they've never given that love back to me. We need to be very cautious of that type of love. You should not love someone unconditionally when it comes down to unrequited love. They are not giving you what you need. You need to be able to freely move on, which is what I have done. But it doesn't change the fact that that's just a person that I have grown to care about, and it is what it is. But make no mistake when I say that, when I say the love of my life, and I smile about it and I get all giddy inside, it definitely doesn't mean that this is a person that like I'm special ed or special needs over, and like if they showed up I would be like, yay! Like, that's not what I'm saying. The second thing I want to touch on is something I touched on in the previous video about having an unclean spirit or being possessed or operating in demonic spirits. This happens when you are freely and willingly, willfully acting in unclean ways. When you are fornicating, when you are sleeping with people who are not your spouse, when you're having sex out of wedlock, when you're having sex with other people's spouses, when you covet things that don't belong to you, when you are lying, cheating, deceiving. These types of things open a doorway for demonic spirits to attach to you, because all of these things are demonic spirits. That's why when you cast them out, you have to call them by name. You have to say, I cast out the spirit of adultery. I cast out the spirit of gluttony. You have to call the sin by its name in order to cast it out, and then you have to stay away or abstain from those behaviors. If you don't, they take a stronghold in your life, and they begin to totally control your thought processes and the way in which you move through life. Everything you do will be consumed with constantly doing demonic things, and then you'll even go as far as to add other people into it. You'll want to bring other people into the mix and invite them into these behaviors with you.